have stumbled into one of your articles or come across one of your contents created online, and maybe they've not had the opportunity to talk to you one-on-one, or they are shy and don't know how to express themselves. So perhaps we'll be answering those questions for them this day.
Okay.
Tell us about you and what you do.
Alright, I am Esther Charles. I am Esther Charles. I'm a writer, a spoken word artist, a public speaker, a clarity coach. I'm a content creator. I'm a musician. I am the founder of Think to Ink Writers Academy, and I'm a host at BIEC TV, Be Inspired with Esther Charles, the show you are watching right now.
Okay. What motivates you? You seem too passionate, and you very active and attack everything you do with so much zeal and zest. We know you to be a singer, writer, coach, actress, and a host. What gives you the courage to do all these things? What really inspires you?
Okay, actually, I have heard a lot of those questions, and I'm really happy to answer that right now. I am motivated by God. God has been a source of motivation to me, and from God, I have family and loved ones. Like, they are interested in what I do. I don't think I would be going this far if I don't have family who are supportive. So this is a form of motivation to me. And I have three things that motivate me. I talked about God, and I talked about family and loved one, and in nature. Nature inspires me. When I look at the sky, the blue sky, I look at the waters, the meadows, everywhere. It gives me inspiration, ideas. It gets me to become creative the more. So I don't joke. I have this affinity with nature. So these are the three things that motivate me to do more and to trust harder.
All right, that's fine. I hope I look into the sky after now and be motivated. Thank you. Would want to know, you wrote in one of your popular documentaries, In Search of a Better Me, how you lost your dad at a very tender age, and equally about your self-discovery story. Do you feel his death paved way for you? Do you feel it made you do more? How did his death affect you?
Okay, this question is somehow, I don't know how to put that, but I'll try and answer the question. Actually, yes. He's dead. He's someone that is dear to me, yes. So I felt it, but I just think that I wouldn't be this smart. I wouldn't be this ambitious if he were alive. Because some of the things I'm doing right now, I'm doing them to survive. I'm doing them to sponsor myself, my education, do things for myself. But I feel if he were alive, he would have been doing this for me. I wouldn't see the need of discovering myself. I wouldn't see the need of going out of my way to make things happen for me. I'll be relaxed and I'll be just a random girl. But his death actually somehow paved a way for me. But I'm thinking God would have brought another form for me to discover myself, not making me lose a dear one. But anyways, we thank God for everything.
All right, we're so sorry about that
Thank you.
loss. Okay, we move away from there now.
Right?
We want to ask, what is TIWA all about?
Okay, TIWA. TIWA it's an acronym. It stands for Think to Ink Writers Academy. This is an institution. I don't want to limit it to say an online institution, because we are looking forward to make it a kind of a physical one. Okay, so it's an institution with the philosophical coinage of the founder, Esther Charles, where writers are being levitated, writers are being coached and trained, and like we train writers. And right now we are not limiting it to just writers. We're beginning to train public speakers. We're beginning to train entrepreneurs, professionals from different walks of life. So basically, TIWA is here to train writers, to train youth, to train adults, to train everyone, including children.
All right, that's great. We're happy you're doing all this.
Thank you so
TIWA would be 1 year, exactly 24th of this month.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you were talking, you said you train writers. How many persons have TIWA been able to train since inception until now?
Okay, we have been able to train over 357 people around the world. In Africa, we've trained a lot. Right now, we have other set that are about to graduate next week. So I'm not adding them to this 357. So from last year, 24th April 2021 to this year, we have trained over 357 individuals around the world.
You mean to say from last year, April 2020, 24th April 2020 till 24th April 2021, you have been able to train 357 over
yeah.
357
Yes.
writers.
Yes, sir. 27.
327 writers.
Yes.
All right. Do you have other brands aside TIWA?
Sure, I do. I have brands.
Tell us about them, please.
Okay. The TV show you're watching right now, this is one of my brands. BIEC TV show, Be Inspired with Esther Charles. Yeah, where you get a lot of content. We have a lot of series here. We have Spaghetti with Esther Charles. We have Be Inspired with Esther Charles. We have a lot of series here. We have the Voice, Esther Charles Voice series, where you hear me sing and all that. So these are series under BIEC TV show. I also have a brand, Star Honey. This is a brand where we sell, I'm a honey merchant. I forgot to tell you that. I'm a honey merchant where we sell honey. We sell it all over. You want it out, you're not in Nigeria, you're in Ghana, you are in Zimbabwe, wherever you are, we can send it across to you. We can ship it out to you. So I have a brand that deal with honey. It is original honey, unadulterated honey. Okay, and there is another brand that is upcoming, but I wouldn't want to spill the milk right now, so hold on till you see me next time.
Okay, we can't wait to know what that is all about.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. From all indications, you're still a student.
Yes.
Please would want to know, how do you manage your passion, your online presence, the TIWA you talked about, the BIEC TV, the Star Honey business, everything you do, how you sing. That's a whole lot for a young girl of your age. How do you balance those things? How do you balance them so that your academics doesn't suffer, and then none of these aspects of your passions equally suffers?
Okay, let me sit well before I answer this question. Okay, actually it has not been easy for me. If I say it is easy, then I think I'll be a liar. It has not been easy being a student and doing all these things. But I think passion and consistency, the determination, being focused and being determined on doing what you want to do, this has helped me a lot of times. And being able to not to procrastinate. I'm a kind of person, if I know I'm going to do this, I just have to do it because I don't have an option. Okay, let me give an instance. I love watching movies. In fact, I'm a movie lover. I watch movie for hours, but can I tell you, it might seem ridiculous or incredible, but throughout this year, I can't remember the last time I watched a movie for an hour. I don't do that because I have a lot of things to do. So this is me trying to, because throughout this year, from January, I have been on one project to another. Okay, January, at the ending, I began my examination in school. Now, and after that, I went into a great project. After the project, I came about with BIEC TV. So you can see that this is just, there had not been a time I've rested. Okay, so it's all about being focused, knowing how to, you have a scale of preference. You know how to put this, I am to do this, I am to do this, I am to do this. Right now, I'm telling you the truth. I have a picture, or I have a schedule of what I'm gonna do in December. I have a schedule of what I should do in the next year, which is 2021. So this is how my life is going. I have a map. That is it.
All right. The next year, which is 2022, not 2021. We are in 2021 already, madam.
Okay.
We hope you don't take us back. Okay. Should we say watching movie was one of your hobbies?
It's not like was. It's still a hobby.
But then you don't find time to do that again, so we'll say it was. You don't see time again for it.
Okay, but it's still a hobby.
Can you tell us, what was your favorite movie then?
Okay. Personally, I don't like watching Nigerian movies.
Okay, you don't like the Nollywood movies?
I don't, because it's becoming. So I'm very sorry. I am not trying to criticize, but
you have to be an actress.
Yes.
So if you don't love the Nollywood, how then would you act?
I am beginning. That's it. Because I'm feeling if I get into the entertainment industry, I would love to begin to change some of the conception or some of the things they are really bringing on the table. But right now, I'm beginning to love what the cinema. There's this class of movies, because cinema, honestly, they are doing well. But the others, you know what I'm talking about, viewers. So other form of Nollywood, I don't really like that. So I do watch foreign movies.
All right. But then we do know that charity begins at home.
Yeah.
No matter how much you're in love with foreign movies, you would find time for our own. We don't want to say locally made movies here. They are international as well, but then we'll find time for them. Thank you, madam, so far.
Thank you.
Okay, we still have some questions for you.
Okay.
You've achieved a lot at your tender age, and there's still much to be done. Now, soon you should be in your final year. We want to know, what are your plans after your first degree? Do you intend to further, or do you just want to go after money? Go after money. In one of your posts, I think I saw you say you love money. So, do you want to go after money, or do you intend furthering?
Okay. Yeah, I do love money. Anyone that is close to me should know I love money. And that is why I am doing everything possible to see that I turn out a billionaire, not a millionaire, at a particular age. Okay, so about furthering my education, sure, I want to further my education. I am an educationist, like an academic entrepreneur. So it is very necessary for me to kind of further my education. You know, I am studying English under education. So I would love to further. I would love to, after this degree, I would love to go for my master's, but I don't want to do it here in Nigeria. I don't for some reason personal to me, okay? And also, I would love to do my PhD too. And I want to achieve this before 30, yeah. So I would love to further my education, yeah.
All right, that's okay. All right, thank you, ma'am. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Wow. Okay, I see Esther Charles mentioned in Forbes. Yeah, in Forbes. I see myself in the next 10 years, and it's not just about seeing myself, I'm working towards that. In the next 10 years, and I think this question is a kind of broad, because seeing myself could be in every aspect of my life. Now, when it comes to my career, I see myself in Forbes, but when it comes to my brand, I see myself being more physical. What do I mean? Right now, TIWA is online, we are known online, but I'm not satisfied with that. I want it to be a physical thing where we have a building for that. I don't know if you're getting me. So this is it, and we also have a big TV studio. We have a honey merchant office, like opening office for my different brands. So this is just in the next 10 years, we are working toward that. And in the next 10 years, I see myself as a mother, a wife, and yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right. Do you have fears? Do you have fears?
Sure.
Okay. Can you tell us about them?
I do. I'm human. I'm human. You know, a lot of people think I don't get depressed. I don't cry.
Of course, how do we know? Because you seem to be doing so many things at a time. So we believe you're superhuman.
Oh goodness, it's not true. It's not true. That's not it. I cry. I get depressed. I have fears. In fact, I think being fearful is part of being human. If you're not fearful, then you should ask yourself a question. For me, being fearful could be strength, it could be weakness. It all depends on how you want it to be for you. But for me right now, in this my life, I'm taking it to be strength. If I become fearful about something, that's where I want to try it. If I become fearful about a particular project coming to me, that's where I want to put in, because being fearful will want me to prepare more, will want me to put more effort, and for me to achieve that, because I don't want to fail. Okay, so I get scared. I get scared about a whole lot of things. I get depressed. Yeah, I'm human.
So many persons out there would not want to always agree with you on your methodologies, your modus operandi, on your choice of words, or the way you choose to engage your audience. So how do you handle criticisms? How do you handle trolls? How do you handle perceived attack from friends, enemies, or whoever criticizing you? How do you handle them?
Okay, like I would always tell my students, there is this particular topic in one of my courses, creative writing course. I talked about criticism, and under the criticism we have three forms. I talked to them about three forms of criticism. Appraiser, people who just whatever you do, they accept it. They don't criticize it. Wow, whether it's bad, it's not good for you. We have constructive criticism and we have destructive criticism. So right, I told them, you should know where criticism comes. Which place is it coming from? Does it have good intention or not? So this is also me teaching them. That means I do that. I don't accept every form of criticism. If I do, then you wouldn't see me here, because there are criticism that would just tear you into pieces. So I don't take all forms of criticism. I try to read. If your criticism doesn't come with a form of you're commending my work first before you criticize it, then you're on your own. Yeah. And this is, we humans, our mind is fragile. I'm trying to protect my mind because I am too emotional. If I try to accept every form of criticism, then I will totally shut down on everything I do. So this is how I handle criticism. If it becomes when I see you're being too insulting, all I do is I delete. I don't have the patience. I delete your stuff. But if you are being smart about that, wow, you talk. That's me. But when I have your time and you're trying to criticize or throw me, being insulting, if I have your time, I will answer you. But if I don't, I will just delete and move on. This is me.
Okay. So in essence, you're trying to say that the best way to criticize is commend before condemn.
Yeah, that's the
commendation before condemnation. Yes. All right. Thank you for that insight. Viewers out there, we know it's not easy putting articles together, bringing contents online, but then people just say what they want to say without even minding the efforts this person has thrown in to get that particular thing out. So viewers out there, be careful how you criticize. Make sure to comment before you condemn. What are your weaknesses? You seem so strong, outspoken on the social media. You're always there giving it hot to your followers, bringing up dicey topics to your followers to talk about. So you seem strong all around. Do you have weaknesses? And if you do, what are they?
Oh my goodness. You are trying to let me tell my weaknesses so that people will take advantage of that, right, viewers? Okay, I wouldn't want to share all my weaknesses, but I have one weakness I do share. And I know some of you must have come across that, and that's me being too emotional, being too sensitive. I'm too fragile and tender. Yeah, I am strong, I talk, I am, but this is not, this is just me trying to keep showing. This is me trying to keep showing up. But in the inside, I am too emotional. Words hurt me easily. Actions hurt me easily. And the most annoying part of this is people say it is only your loved ones they are the only ones that have the opportunity or the power to hurt you. But mine, whomever, as far as your action hurts me, I get deeply hurt. So I'm too emotional, I cry a lot. And that is why I am really, really being careful in finding a partner. That's why I'm really being careful in getting a person that I would want to spend the rest of my life with. Because if I get a person who doesn't look at my face, or someone who is too strong and stiff, oh goodness, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna cry every day, okay? So this is me, this is my weakness, and I wish I could be better.
Alright, we hope you find the Mr. Right.
Sure.
Okay, we move on to the next question. Would want to ask again, do you have a love life? Is there anyone in your life at the moment?
Una they do a proco here. Now proco now and do. I not talk. Mama to sleep.
Alright, let's keep that aside. Seems you don't want to dive into it at the moment. At what age do you intend to get married?
Is that a way of you trying to know how old I am? Okay. I should anytime soon. I don't want to say a particular age, but anytime soon, this year, next year, anytime.
Maybe this answer of yours is giving us clue to the last one. That's to say there's somebody in your life. You have a love life.
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. What is your spec in a man?
Whoosh. Okay, let me answer that before you say I'm not answering all your questions. I'm not too selective. I'm not. Trust me, I am not.
So you like a short guy? Or you want a tall guy with diastema, brown eyes, green eyes?
Goodness.
Or you could go with an albino. What do you really want? What are your spec?
Okay. I love dark skinned men. I don't know. I am dark skinned, but I think it should have made me want a fair guy, but I don't know. All over, even all the persons when I was a teenager, all the guys I was crushing on, they are all dark. I've never crushed on a fair guy before, and this is still valid till now. I love dark skinned guys, and I don't like fat men. I don't. I love slim guys. And if you're not slim, then you should be at least have body, but not too much. I can't deal with that. And that's it. And let's say, that's it. And I love men with pointed nose. Not just men, girls. When I love touching people's nose. Yes. When I'm talking to you, if you have a nice nose, I just feel like touching it. My classmates could attest to that. So this is it.
Okay, that's okay. So, viewers there, you're tall, you're dark skinned, you're not too fat, you're not too slim, you're not pot bellied, and very importantly, you have a pointed nose. Start submitting your applications, please hurry up. When his entry is closing, man.
Oh my god.
That's alright. Walk through your period of evolvement, when you started evolving until now. Have you made mistakes? Do you have regrets? Do you have decisions you took that if we could wind back the hands of time, you would want to retrace your steps and do better? So what are your regrets? Have you got defeats? Because the way we look at times, we look as though it has been a smooth sail, a coastal ride. It has been victory, victory, victory always. So do you have regrets? Do you have defeats? Let us know, please.
Sure. I do make mistakes. I'm human. I do make mistakes. And one thing with me, I don't hide my mistakes. I want to talk about it so that others would get inspired. So yes, I have regret. I do. There are some I might not want to share with you at this point because maybe I have not overcome it. But there are some I would love to share. And one of it is not investing, like not having this mind to invest money sometime last year I was a kind of relaxed. The money I make, I don't see the need to invest it. Honestly, this year I was almost depressed about that, and I could remember somebody telling me to invest a good amount of money, but I said no. Investment, I regret not investing because it's really, really affecting me right now. So I regret doing that. And there are some I wouldn't want to share right now.
All right, that's okay. Investing is a very good thing. We often have been told that whatever you have and it can't solve your immediate need at that time, it's a seed. So you invest it so that later times you can have a bigger harvest or a big harvest. What do you have to say about the reading culture amongst African youths? Of course, there's this popular saying that if you want to hide a thing from a black man, put it in black and white.
Yeah.
Just put it down in a paper and you've hidden it eternally from the man. So what do you want to say about that?
That's true. I love the adage. It should be an adage, right? You used. That's true. An average African youth does not read it. In fact, I attest to this with the articles I upload or documentaries I upload. You see a very inspiring and educative or expository article that you know if this person read it, it's gonna be a great, it's going to help this person. But because it is either lengthy, they tell you, I'm not gonna read this. No, what is, I beg, summarize, what's in this? It's really appalling. Because how do you intend to be successful when you don't have the mind to go through things, to read? It is very important to read. Personally, I read. But the reading I'm finding it difficult is reading academic book. Because I feel academic book is so formal, it is not natural. I like reading when I want to. That's reading not being too strict. So I love reading, but I read a lot of content, but not just because I want to read for examination. So I feel African youth don't read, but if they could be able to put in effort and begin to study, to begin to read, it's going to go a long way, because a lot of unemployed persons will become employed. See, when you come online, knowledge is at our disposal. Going online, you see a lot of documentaries, a lot of articles. Maybe in between the lines, there are strategic tips that is going to help you make millions of naira. But because you don't feel like reading, you don't see the need of reading, you skip, and that's why you're still where you are. So I think the average African youth should put in effort and begin to read. Just try and read. Make it an addiction, and you see yourself going far.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have you read any book this year?
Sure, I have.
Okay, that's fine. Skill acquisition. How important is it for an African youth?
Skill acquisition is very, very important. I don't think I should talk much on this, because looking at me, you should understand what skill acquisition can do. It is important that every youth, not just you, everyone, to acquire skill, one or two, because the world is changing. The world, if you don't have physical skill, like something that can be seen, then it should be abstract. Just learn something. We have a lot of skill out there. We have a lot of skill. Writing is a skill. Public speaking is a skill. Tailoring is a skill.
All right. So skill acquisition is something we cannot do without. Given the evolving times and what the world is gendering to us, would come to understand that if you must be successful in life, then The conventional knowledge we get from schools, from the universities, they are not quite enough for us these days. So, ma'am, inadvertently, you're encouraging every African youth to develop a skill.
Sure.
Just get a skill, something you're good at, aside the conventional knowledge you got from your university days.
Yeah.
Alright, that's okay, ma'am. Tell us about your childhood. What was it like?
Okay, I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria. My childhood was fun because I grew up around family, around sisters, like loved ones. It was fun for me. But at a particular time when maybe at my teenage age or about getting to my teenage age, I was into like episode of depression. It was too much on me. I became depressed, and it made me too stubborn. It made me too withdrawn. Like I don't like talking to people. I like being on my head every day and every hour. So it was really that episode of my life was really difficult for me. But my childhood was fun. It was fun. You know, the northern part of Nigeria is really fun to be.
Okay, ma'am, have you been able to overcome that aspect, that introverted nature? Because you seem vocal online.
Oh, yes, I have, but not to an extent. When you maybe, okay, people that have met me physically, like one-on-one, could know that I am quiet, I am reserved, I don't talk too much. I only talk when I should talk, and I only talk when I'm around people I'm used to. But yes, that's it. People say, oh, I talk, but this is because I am around people I know or people that I'm used to. If I'm not used to you, I don't talk. I'm too reserved. That's the truth. And I talk in monologues. That's it, when I'm not used to it.
All right, we're gradually winding down. I have 2 to 3 more questions to go. List 5 fun facts about yourself.
Okay, one of it is what's that?
I should be asking you.
Okay, I don't like. I hate eating onion. I hate eating onion. Like I don't. In fact, yesterday I rejected a food because of onion. I visited the house and my mom, she made a meal rice and what's it? A bono, and you needed to see the bunch of onion, like it was this way inside of onion. I don't even eat it in rice or stew, but I found it in obono soup like this. I said I can't eat that. I had to go hungry because it was late for me to go out and get something. So I hate onion. The second one is, what would that be? Fun fact. Oh goodness, I hate my hair.
What's your favorite color?
Do I have a favorite color? I love red and I love blue, like royal blue. Yeah.
Alright. What's your favorite music?
Gospel music, and I also love music. There's this secular music, but love music. It really inspired me a lot.
How do you marry the two? Love music and gospel music.
Yes, that I am a Christian doesn't mean I shouldn't love. So, gospel music, I love gospel music because it has my spiritual well-being. Now, when it comes to, I am human, yes. So when it comes to big secular music, there are secular music that are not like they are not decent. So this secular music, it expresses love. It expresses love for humanity. So these are what I
What's
love.
your favorite meal?
Meal? Spaghetti. I love it.
Okay. I would want to ask at this juncture, do you have mentors? If you
Yeah.
do, can you name 2 mentors of yours?
Okay, people have asked me these questions a lot of times, and I keep saying it. I have mentors. Okay? Just that I am not a kind of person that is why when people ask me, Esther Charles, be my mentor, be my role model, I don't really relate to that. I just want you to get from afar. I'm not a kind of person that too much believe in role models because I feel all of us are humans. So if I try to emulate everything about you, I'm gonna hit the rock. If you watching me want to emulate everything about me, you're gonna hit the rock. That's the truth. So that's why I have diverse mentors. I have splitted it. Okay, here spiritually, academically, this side musically, I have mentors. Now when it comes to spiritually, because I connect more with Catherine Coleman, and most of my mentors, they are either gone, they are no longer existing, like they're dead, or so I relate with them from their books or from their documentaries. Now when it comes to the music actually, they are alive. I have GUC. This minister is a great one. He inspires me. I love everything about him, and I love Judy K. She, when it comes, I'm telling you accordingly, GUC, Judy K. And I love Missy Chinwo. I love her because her brand gives me joy. She's always happy, she's always joyful, and I love her voice. So they are my mentor, 3. Now when it comes to academic, being a writer, because this is what I do. I study English, so it's also in my career too. Shakespeare, Chimamanda. I love Chimamanda. And I can't wait to meet her. I can't wait to meet her and hug her. I love her.
Okay.
So these are my mentors, aspect.
All right. Do you have a sponsor, or you hustle and help yourself? You encourage yourself?
Both ways. I don't have a specific, this is me telling you the truth. I don't have a specific sponsor. Nobody in this life has ever come and said, Esther Charles, okay, I'm going to sponsor everything. No. In fact, when I got into the university, I started for myself. I started it. I hustled. I remember I went to Lagos, Idumota, who know BRT bus. This is how every morning around 6, before 6, I'm at Jibo. I'll go there, go stand. Hustle for bus, BRT bus, and I will stand. Sometimes you will not get seat, I will stand like this. So it has not been easy just for me to hustle and see myself getting things I need. So it's not like I have a sponsor, but that doesn't mean people don't help me. I have people who once in a while say, Esther, take this, have this. So that's it. And I really want to thank those people.
Alright, we're so happy. It's been fun having you here. It's been entertaining. It's been so nice, it's been insightful, it's been mind-blowing, eye-opening, and I know our viewers out there, they've learned so much. They've been able to come to terms with Esther Charles, to know who she really is, what she does, and how she go about the things she does. So we thank you for coming here, and we're happy to have you here. Finally, before you go, what do you have to say to your viewers out there?
Okay, thank you so much for watching me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you are inspired with one or two things. Thank you for watching BIEC TV. This is BIEC TV. Be inspired with Esther Charles Show. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep sharing with your loved ones. I love you so much. See you next time.